Thanks for joining us with Severe Weather on Post Podcasting. We're going to be taking a look at some severe thunderstorm warnings that have been issued in northwest Iowa and closer to the Twin Cities there. So we're just going to get straight into it here. If I can get to my radar here. This is not my radar. Now we actually have a tornado warning that was just issued. So let me close this off here. So now we have a tornado warning issued for, I want to say that's Lyon County in northwest Iowa. This is south of Ellsworth. I'm pulling up my radar right now here. This is radar indicated. So a tornado warning for Lyon County, Osceola, Sioux, and O'Brien. This goes into effect until 10 p.m. At 9:33, severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Dune or near Rock Rapids, moving east at 50 miles an hour. So we just got this new radar program, so we're kind of trying it out, but just to see how we like it here. So trying to track this tornado warning here. It's a learning curve for sure. That's not what I want to do either. That is not what I wanted to do either. Okay, so I'm gonna do this on my other radar here. Moving east at 50 miles an hour. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles is likely. This dangerous storm will be near George and Matlock at around 9:40. Sheldon and Ashton at around 9:45 as we continue looking at this tornado warning. So Sheldon, Sanborn, west of Melvin, Ashton, George, north of Dune, Boyden. You guys are all a part of this tornado warning that was just issued moments ago. So this is going to be some small hail with this, but hail nonetheless. Let's see here. Just trying to take a look at some storm chasers here. I cannot show you their video since we do not have permission, but the visibility is looking pretty bad over there. In Maurice, it's looking pretty heavy. So this is going to be affecting parts of Sheldon pretty quick here. Let's see. That is so this will be in Sheldon at around 10 minutes. This is on its way towards Sheldon right now. We're gonna step back and look at this severe thunderstorm warning right now. If I can pull that up. So now it says 80 mile an hour winds with this, and let me just pull this up. So this is severe thunderstorm warning now in effect for Cherokee, Lyon, Osceola, Sioux, Northern Plymouth County, and O'Brien. This is going into effect until 10 o'clock tonight. At 9:22, a severe thunderstorm was located along a line extending from Hills to Hudson to Sioux Center to near Craig, 9 miles northwest of Marill, moving east at 65 miles an hour. These are destructive storms for Lester to Sioux City to Lamar's, Iowa. 80 mile an hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. Extensive tree damage and power outages are likely. Sibley, Paulina, Ashton, Cleghorn, Archer, Sanborn, Primgar, Cherokee, Sutherland, Ocheyedan, Melvin, and Larrabee. So definitely some interesting wording from the National Weather Service this evening, talking about these line of storms. Kind of taking a broader look here, we do have this other line of storms here west of Minneapolis, moving southeast. I'm gonna pull a lot going on in the cities tonight as well. Um, So this severe thunderstorm warning is for Macleod, Sibley, Wright, and Carver, as well as West Hennepin until um, 10 p.m. At 9:32, severe thunderstorm was located over Lester Prairie, or 16 miles east of Hutchinson, moving east at 40 miles an hour. A 59-mile-an-hour wind gust was reported at Glencoe Airport at around 9:30 p.m. So bringing 60-mile-an-hour wind gust and small hail. But I'm gonna continue to keep my eye on this tornado warning right now. What does that button do? Okay. I'm not sure what that button does, but continuing to look at this now. Um, okay. So I'm gonna see if I can try and pull up Iowa 511 here to see if we can get any pictures here. Any cameras? We'll look at Sheldon here. Okay, so that's like their little kind of interstate they got there in Sheldon. I see that now. You can see the darkness. That's at what time was that at? I don't know, military time, but it's looking pretty dark there already, and that was a while ago. Do we have any other cameras? Okay, we'll take a look at north of Sibley there. Okay. Looking pretty dark over there too. Nothing really too crazy to look at camera-wise. Always am trying to get a better view of okay, wow. Of that for you guys, but we're continuing to follow this tornado warning. Maybe I can pull it up in Rock Rapids. Is there one in... There's not one in Rock Rapids. Okay. We'll take a look at... Just so I can look at the severe thunderstorm in... where's Glencoe in here? There we go. Where is the cameras? There we go. Okay. Okay, so the nearest one I can pull up is at Norwood, Young America. Definitely some rain coming down there pretty hard. US 212 and Faxton Road in Norwood, Young America. So it definitely rained pretty hard over there. So let's go back to our radar here. Continuing coverage of a tornado warning just issued a while ago from the National Weather Service in Sioux Falls, as we have a line of storms here from Hills to Vermilion headed east at 50 miles an hour? Yeah, headed east at 50 miles an hour. This is radar indicated rotation. Okay, let's try to pull up a... That's not what I'm looking for. Yeah, definitely seeing some stuff there that could be contributing to that. Okay. I wonder if I have a... I'm wondering if I have a... I do not. Okay. So continuing to look at that now, I'm gonna try and multitask here and see if I can't find a camera for you guys. Let's see, I should look for trying to multitask here. Okay. So this is continuing eastward at 50 miles an hour. This is knocking on Sheldon's door right now. Trying to get some things rolling here. Okay. I'm gonna have to switch over here. Okay, I'm trying to pull this up from KIWA radio. Okay. I do see some things here. I can see it on my phone right now, but of course not my actual computer where you guys are looking, because I cannot get it to load. So I'm going to keep that tab open and let it load, but we're going to go back to our radar here as we are seeing this tornado warning moving towards the Sheldon area at 50 miles an hour. We don't really see a lot of any other warnings there. We'll go back here to southwest Minnesota. That's most of our viewing area, at least. You know, there's just a little bit of, I mean, wind would probably be our most our most severe factor right now, but oh goodness me, I cannot get this to load. Okay, maybe that'll do something for me. If I can pull up our okay, I cannot right now, I guess. That is something our old one had, but okay, we'll take a look at this here. I am really not okay. So that's where we're seeing this radar indicated tornado warning, but just a little track for you there. My goodness. So, and we are continuing now with a severe thunderstorm watch that was just issued now from Murray County. That's interesting. So we have this cell now by Iona. I don't know if you can hear some of the lightning in the background as I'm in that area, but we're just going to keep talking about this tornado warning here. By Dune, Iowa here, we have this other cell. Extremely dangerous situation, tornado possible. 80-mile-an-hour wind has been observed. We're gonna see if this loaded for us yet. Okay. There we go. Really hoping this is gonna work. Okay. I don't mean to necessarily do advertising for them, but we're just gonna let that load once again. Trying to multitask here. So taking a look again here, we don't have any active alerts for the southwest Minnesota area, but we are tracking another cell here south of Slayton, moving northeast here. So Avoca, you're gonna see more of that rain at 10:07 p.m. At 9:52 east of Iona there. So that's another cell we have right now, but we're just seeing more lightning and not even lightning, honestly, more like flashes of light in the sky at this moment in time. Okay, so looking again at parts of Sheldon right now, you can just see how hard that rain is coming down um, as this tornado warning is in effect for Sheldon, um, for mostly Sheldon right now, George, parts of Pringham, but they did kind of shrink that tornado warning down right now. Um, but we are going to go back to our radar here. Uh, just want to keep looking at our southwest Minnesota area right now, but um, Chandler and Lake Wilson are kind of on the edge of it right now. Let's play it here. So it is moving eastward away from the Lake Wilson and Chandler area, but we are seeing this cell track northeastward, even though it doesn't look like it on the radar. So evoke at around 10:07. You're gonna see that cell come your way, if not already. Looking more down here in the Rock County area, we're not really seeing much of a lot right now. But let me look at our outlooks again. Okay. So we still have a moderate risk right now for severe thunderstorms. Okay. Severe weather. We'll take a look at hail here. 15% is what we have for chances of hail in most of Murray County, Rock, and Pipestone. Not really as much Nobles County, but we do see more chances for hail. Wish I could show you guys this, but this radar doesn't like to do that. So wind is another big thing that we've been seeing tonight, as we have a 45% chance. It looks like they just took that tornado warning off. My other radar is more up to date than this radar, but 45% chance for wind tonight. So if you have anything that is not secured very well, you need to take care of that. So scattered severe storms persist this evening from far northern Nebraska across eastern South Dakota and into west central Minnesota. Previously tornadic supercells over South Dakota, now moving generally eastward along the South Dakota-Nebraska border, with additional cells filling into northeast South Dakota and western Minnesota. Of particular concern are storms west through southwest of the Sioux Falls area, if Ashton, Melvin, Sanborn, and Matlock. We're going to go back to that camera there, just to show you once again how hard it's coming down in the Sheldon area. But on my radar, it tells me that the tornado warning has expired, but definitely some severe wind. That camera is really kind of struggling there, as this is heading through Sheldon. Let's see if we can get another angle of this. So, yeah, taking a look there. I'm trying to get an exact location of that for you. But once again, this is in Sheldon, Iowa. Trying to see the Sheldon. So this is in Sheldon, Iowa. That's where we're seeing more of the of the rain, and they just had a tornado warning there. Um, I'm not sure if that's still in effect. I believe so. So this looks to be 34th Avenue and North Hunger Avenue. Um, oof. It's okay. So this is, yes, this is okay. So that is in Sheldon, Iowa. That is powerful winds behind that rain right now. Um, they just had a tornado warning in effect right there. And it's looking like, okay, now we do have another severe thunderstorm warning. We're going to go back to the radar here. That is not the radar. We're going to go back to the radar here, as they did kind of extend that. So let me try and get more information on that. So, severe thunderstorm warning is now in effect for Cherokee, Eastern Lyon County, Dickinson, Osceola, Eastern Sioux County, Eastern Plymouth, Buena Vista, Clay County, and O'Brien County. That tornado warning, I guess, is still in effect in parts of Sheldon, George, Ashton, Matlock, Boyden, and Melvin. I'm trying to see which radar is correct here. But that severe thunderstorm warning now is basically extended a few miles. So this includes Spirit Lake, Spencer, Storm Lake, Sioux Rapids, Marathon, Newell. But we're just really seeing most of this in Iowa right now. So we don't really have a lot of reports from that there. But this is heading eastward. They are pretty determined that this is gonna keep on strong. So that's just part of the reason they issued the severe thunderstorm warning. But this is headed east at 60 miles an hour. So they did up it a little bit. But they're saying this damage threat is destructive right now. A lot of big words in there to really get this point across that this is a destructive storm. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Considerable damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles. Other locations in the path of this storm is Lake Park, Aurelia, Royal, Lynn Grove, Spencer, Spirit Lake, Milford, Arnold's Park, Okoboji, Sioux Rapids, Wahpeton, West Okoboji, Foresta, Greenville, Orleans, Terrell, Webb, Superior, Truesdale, and Marathon. They're saying this is an extremely dangerous situation with tornado-like wind. Mobile homes and high-profile vehicles, especially susceptible to winds of this magnitude, may be overturned. So that is some powerful. We're gonna go back to our Sheldon camera here. Oh, we're seeing power flashes there. I wish I could back that up, but we're seeing some. Wow. Oh, that's just lightning. But taking a look at your Sheldon Skycam right now, thanks to KIWA Radio, I want to be as thankful as I can for this right now, as this storm continues to push east. Oh my goodness, eastward through Iowa. So this is right outside KIWA Radio. In O'Brien County. But we're just seeing most of that in Iowa right now. A little bit of rain in the southwest Minnesota area, but it looks like it is frozen. Yeah, that is definitely power flashes. Now that I look at it, we'll go to another one here. So that is still powerful there. Real bad. Almost looks like some swirling going on there. As we are continuing coverage of a severe thunderstorm warning, there, it's not a tornado warning, but it should not be treated like something that is not susceptible. They're saying this is a particularly dangerous situation. They're saying this is a destructive storm. This is impacting Orange City, Sioux Center, Sheldon, and Lamar's as we speak right now. Tornado-like winds with this, um, and just it's really packing a punch from what we've been seeing this evening. So once again, this is KIWA Radio. This is their sky camera at the Taco John's in Sheldon, kind of the little strip mall there, right off Iowa 60, I want to say. Yep, right off Iowa 60 there. Just some powerful winds behind there. If we look over at that camper there, it's not overturned. Sheldon has had a lot of history at that dealership there where they've had multiple campers that have been overturned. Maybe we'll be able to see that tonight, but we're not seeing it right now. So just going back to that warning, damage threat is destructive 80-mile-an-hour winds with penny-sized hail. So wind is definitely a main issue in this storm tonight. We're gonna continue to look here. We're gonna see if I can find another camera here. Possibly. We're gonna go to Iowa here. So over by Spencer, we're not seeing anything there yet, but it is on its way. I think we have an Okoboji sky cam. Okay. So we're just gonna pull up a cam right now. So definitely seeing some lightning in the distance there. This is in Okoboji. Seeing some boats come in. I want to get a better view of the west. If I can get that. That almost looks a little lighter there. But to your right of your screen there is where you're going to be seeing west of Okoboji there, as the Okoboji area is now under a severe thunderstorm warning. Quite the lightning we have there. 80-mile-an-hour winds. Damage threat has been rated destructive by the National Weather Service. This is from Okoboji.com, their Skycam. As we're looking at that right now. So they're saying a tornado is possible. If you're just joining us now, a severe thunderstorm warning is now in effect for Cherokee, Eastern Lyon, Osceola, Dickinson, Eastern Sioux, Eastern Plymouth, Buena Vista, Clay County, and O'Brien County in northwest Iowa. We're taking a look at that now, as most of the storms in southwest Minnesota have really calmed down, except for the wind and the lightning. But we don't really have a lot to say there, as the National Weather Service is really taking a look at this here. So yeah, we just had a look in Sheldon, with how do I put this? How there was a lot of winds packing a punch with it. If you know anybody in Okoboji right now, maybe vacationing, you should let them know that a pretty powerful storm is coming their way. This could almost be a derecho, as we've been seeing chances for that today. So, severe thunderstorm warning. This is remaining in effect for an hour and 11 minutes. This was issued by the National Weather Service just a little bit ago, but you're taking a look at a sky camera right now from Okoboji.com. So quite the powerful lightning and wind there. Hope all the boats are in and nobody's out on the water right now. I'm gonna try and go back to the radar. So this is Hartley, Sutherland, Larrabee, Cherokee, Quimby especially need to be packing stuff up, getting ready for this to come in because it is blowing. It is blowing a lot. And packing a punch tonight as we are continuing coverage of a severe thunderstorm warning now in effect for multiple counties in northwest Iowa. So Spirit Lake, Lake Park, Arnold's Park, Ocheyedan, Milford, Terrell, Fostoria, Hartley, Everly, Spencer, Greenville, Webb. I could go on for a while, but you need to get stuff packed up, get ready. Maybe some campers are out. I doubt it. It's a Monday night. But if you are camping, be prepared as this is packing 80-mile-an-hour winds. The National Weather Service said this is packing some tornado-like winds. So there may not be a tornado with this, but the winds are making up for that. So we've been on the air for about 30 minutes now, but this severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect, affecting parts of Okoboji, Storm Lake, Cherokee, Sutherland, just continuing to go over that. We did have an Okoboji sky camera up just a little bit ago, just watching these storms come in. We could do that again. Just taking a look at some of that lightning there off in the distance to the west. It is quite something to see, and the camera really does not do it justice. It looks quite dark out. Even north of it there in Minnesota, it looked pretty dark out. It looked a little scary. But wow, that was quite a flash. But this is from Okoboji.com. Trying to give them credit. Okoboji.com, West Oaks Resort. So yeah, I'm gonna try and find. We'll go back to Iowa 511 here. See if we have any. Okay, trying to find a weather station that could tell me anything. Really is not giving me much of anything here. Unverified Google closures. Even if we got some plow cameras. Oh, of course. Let's see, we'll take a look at Sheldon again. That was right before the storm there. If you could just take a look at that. You can almost see that's how dark it was getting when the storm was on its way. Quite dark there. You can see really just how light it is ahead of the storm, and behind the storm how just dark it is. So that was well before the storm was on its way. Nothing there. Right, I just went over that. So that's just another severe thunderstorm warning thing. We'll look over here north of Sibley. Yeah, you can just say there that it's raining. That's really all there is to get from that. And we're seeing some cameras down there on Sheldon. Is that correct? I think we might have some cameras down. Not sure how bad it got in Sheldon. If you could just see from the cameras there. But I think we have some cameras down. We'll look again at the Okoboji Skycam just to see all that lightning there. So we'll go back to the radar here, seeing if there's any other really warnings here. But we'll look at this for a second, as most of the Twin Cities Metro is under a severe thunderstorm warning right now. So radar indicated and damage threat is considerable. I'm just going to go to some of the reports. We have reports in Winstead, Minnesota. My goodness. Tree down on house, time estimated based on radar. This was at 9:18 p.m. So Winstead, it's not. There we go, right over here. They have a report of a tree down on a house. Mayer, 12-inch diameter tree has been snapped at the base in Mayer. So these areas have had that, and that cell is moving that way, tracking that way. So Cedar Lake, Carver, Waconia, Cologne, Webster, you guys all have that coming your way there. Northfield, I would even go that far. Dundas, Lonsdale, Cannon, City, Shieldsville. You have another cell there. So this is headed southeast, but we do have a 12-inch diameter tree snapped at the base in Mayer. So that's quite something to see there. I'm trying to see if we have any other reports in that area. But a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect for most of the Twin Cities Metro, including Anoka, Carver, Dakota, Northeast, Hennepin, West Hennepin, Central Hennepin, East Hennepin, and South Hennepin. Could just say Hennepin, I don't. Scott and Washington counties. At 10:02 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line near North Hudson to near Chaska, or a line from 11 miles northwest of River Falls to 19 miles southwest of Minneapolis. I'm hoping I wasn't muted the whole entire time. I don't know. I'm not. Had a little bit of a scare there. Moving south at 40 miles an hour. Hazard is 70 mile an hour wind gusts and small hail. So damage to trees has been reported, like we talked about before. But this is impacting parts of the Twin Cities Metro. I don't think we really have any other reports right now. So that's just something we'll have to see as the night goes on. But we'll move back to here. So dangerous situation, PDS, severe thunderstorm warning. So we've been live for about half an hour here on Post Podcasting YouTube for a severe weather outbreak this evening. Smaller hail now, but a severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect for about an hour. With smaller hail and 80 mile an hour winds though. However, the damage threat is destructive. I'm trying to see if there's any reports here. If we've got any quite yet. No, we do not. So it's really just coming down out there. I'm gonna try and go back to some of the cameras we had earlier. So we're on KIWAradio.com. We're gonna continue to be live, weather and internet and radio willing. Golly, where is this? This is the college. Gosh, I don't know about that college. I don't know where that's at. But I'm sure it is somewhere near Sheldon. As that is just wow. However, I don't think that camera's quality was really ever very good. Okay. So it seems the cameras are kind of knocked down right now by something in Sheldon. Because the camera was not like that before, so we really don't get a good view of the sky. But maybe this Taco John's camera has something. Wow. If you just saw that in Sheldon there, still, yeah, it's pretty shaky over there. If we can pull this Taco John's camera up right off of State Highway 60 in Sheldon, which I'm not sure if we can. It might be down. It's getting pretty not great with that there. Okay. I'm gonna try and find another camera there. We'll see about any of these here from Gray TV affiliate KTIV. If I can get anything to load. There we go. Okay. That's definitely much better quality. As I pull that up now, just taking a look at those winds. Wow. It is shaking that camera pretty good there. And now we don't really have anything. It's frozen. So we don't have it working right now. Just a lot of trial and error here. We're gonna go back to it. This does have a lot of Iowa in it, so that can maybe help us out a little bit. See if we can get that Sheldon camera back. So, quite something we got going on there. Oh, seeing all these winds. And then we get it freeze again. So, I'm kind of done with that station there. But that was KTIV. So, we've been live for about half an hour now. I just don't really know if we have anything to really cover right now, except just these severe thunderstorm warnings going on right now. And Northwest Iowa really isn't in our viewing area, I would say, but I think we will end it there. So thank you for joining us on Post Podcasting for more severe weather coverage. Make sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you get your notification on when we cover more severe weather next. Thanks for joining us.